So I was working in the mortgage industry. I actually got in the mortgage industry when it was the best of times. It was like candy, it was so easy to get a loan. And so I was providing pretty well for my family. Things were fine as far as being a provider, but there was something missing. I mean, like when every Sunday I'm dreading Monday, there's a problem. I was doing the responsible thing one day, and as I'm adjusting my tie in the mirror, all of a sudden a tear just goes, boop. I was like, uh-oh. My heart's trying to tell me something, but I don't have time to deal with this. I got things to do. The guy who worked for me, Glenn, just randomly, out of the blue, just comes up to me and he says, Bart, you're like a lion in the ocean. Glenn, lions don't belong in the ocean. He said, yep, and he just kept walking. That just really irritated me, like for days. And so I just really started to just like almost scream and just say, Lord, where's my safari? Where's my savannah? Like, where's that place where I can roar, where I can really be who you've called me to be? And I just heard a still small voice, and just speaking to me and saying, yeah, I'm gonna lead you. Just trust me. I'm gonna lead you to who and what I called you to do. I'm like, okay. This is like late 2007. Well, near the end of 2007, we know because of what happened in 2008, the mortgage industry is really struggling. One day, HR shows up, human resources, with a box, and I lose my job. But in the midst of all that, I started doing things with my brother Bob, who at the time started the JP2 Healing Center. The JP2 Healing Center grew. We had more and more events. That became my family's provision. And more than provision, I started to see the fruit of what I felt like God called me back into the church to do. Through a process of conversations with my brother, Bob, and some others, I was encouraged to start a ministry of my own. And so I started Church on Fire. The Catechism says in paragraph 696 that fire is the transforming energy of the Holy Spirit's actions. So I said, okay, I'm going to base it all on that. A church on fire. Church on fire with the transforming energy of the Holy Spirit's actions. But for me, it's like I found this roar. In fact, we do priest events, and I'll actually show them Lion King. It's fascinating to watch as Simba returns back and he sees all the desolation. And then he gets up there and roars, right? And everything goes from ashy and dead and dark to light. I want to see the church find her roar. I want to see the church set on fire, living in the fullness of the confirmational graces, to live into the fullness of what Jesus purchased through his death and resurrection.